Godzilla got scammed of a Macarial. Another friend got scammed of a Balgorn. This is steps you can use to avoid unnecessary losses. There's a saying in EVE, if it's too good, it's a scam. And this will get you far, but not far enough. In EVE Echoes, it is okay to scam people. And some of the scammers are some of the richest ones in EVE. How is this? How can they keep this up? Well, let me explain how many scams works and how you avoid every one of them. You are right now playing a game that is not only relentless in its PvP, but also unfriendly towards players' weakness. This game is not a game you gain values or pay for them with real money and never loses it. In this game, you can one day be very wealthy, and one bad move, you're a bum. Most of your values just disappeared. And if that value came from your own wallet, then that's a strike that makes a man quit a game. Getting a cheap deal or free items might not be as free as it seems. This game can put you in some heartbreaking situations, and this video is all about avoiding it. Let me first tell you guys something. I'm very bad at making thumbnails, but I'm even worse at making cool images, banners, logos and posters, you name it. I came across a guy who did this for me, Samuel Dark. To be honest, I was not the easiest guy. I changed the outcome several times, but he still ended up making me what I had in my vision. If you also want help with that stuff, check my link in the description or watch his own trailer to know more. Netties also have this competition now and then, where they ask for posters or logos. If you can't make this stuff, having this guy make you able to participate anyway. In all games you got scammers, and it's equally sad to lose anything in any game. The New Eden universe is a game in its own category. This game, together with a few others, accept any scam that you can fall for. This does make scamming very common, but also very intricate. It is hard to understand how far some people go just to steal a few ISK. EVE Echoes' big brother EVE Online have some serious stories of scammers pulling the most insane stuff. Unless it's all made up. But yeah, it's not weird that EVE Echoes already sees some of those scams developing. The most common one is the contract one. It's very easy for them to do a few and then just wait for a potential customer. What they do is sell something for an outrageous price, naming it a different price and hope that a fool clicks it. To avoid this, you must always read and check very carefully what it entails before accepting. This can sometimes be hard, since the scammers also push on that it's a great deal and others might snag it before you, leaving you to quickly make a decision. Never click a contract quick. The same goes for people who put up a contract with the wrong value to you personally. As you tell them that the prices are too high, they claim that they will lower it in a new contract, and they do. But instead they change the items that you will receive. Some ships do look alike, some items can be close to identical. Always check your contracts. Not only the obvious stuff. As I say, they are very smart. Let's go to simpler one. Borrowing or paying later. This is something that many people fall for, as they feel a kind of security towards someone. It's always risky, same as undocking your ship. Always see your ship lost if you hand it over to someone. If they want to destroy their reputation for some ISK, that's fine, but then you know. Also, time might be something that makes you feel more secure to someone. But bear in mind, there are stories of people prepping over a year to rip people off. Created corporation banks with interest payouts, scammers who pretend to be someone they ain't, as they climb their corporation ranks just to snag it all when the best opportunity comes, leaving the Corp and all his longtime friends behind. But I can bet my left cheek, or the right one, that these scams will be even smarter the longer the game is up. You are never safe in EVE Echoes. Always be cautious. I recently handed over a ship to someone. He needed help to get some more ISK since he was scammed himself, and so he needed to farm for an Omega and he didn't have a ship, so I gave him a ship. I have not seen that ship back yet, but I saw that ship as a loss the second I gave it away. And I was aware of this, But I was willing to take that risk to see if that guy was trustworthy. And yeah, if he wants to throw his name in the gutter, that's fine by me. It would be a cheap way for me to reveal that guy's intention. Which, so far, his name is on my do not trust list until I get it back, of course. I mean, really, who knows how long I have to farm. One way to scam players are the market scam. This is usually combined with the contract scam. Some items are quite rare, and putting one out very expensive on the market, you can then look for potential buyers and refer to a cheap price on the contract. This can be done through many variations, but buying anything does require you to know what the prices are, at least within the ballpark. You can get scammed outside the station as well. And by the way, if you want to be updated with what my mind is occupied with, you can just subscribe to my channel and like the video, because that will tell me quick and easy what you guys enjoy. Well, outside station people can sell bookmarks. That is not the right area. It's simple, but it works. But one thing that happens to almost everyone is player asking for help in a mission or anomaly. And you can argue that this ain't a scam, but it's at least a trick that you should avoid. If you fall for this, you will most likely end up in a trap where all they want is to blow your ship up, because they never needed any help. Be aware that this can only happen in low sec or lower, so if you're helping someone in high sec, then you should be fine. Some people even take the opportunity to help a fellow pilot in high sec, but when they land they start remote repping the rat until he pays a fee or maybe leave the site. The game has ships and modules to handle any encounter yourself. Try to do stuff without people, unless you know who they are, to avoid any bad outcome. Corp mates usually are a good choice. We also got Corp member scams. If you didn't pay attention when joining your first corporation, you might find yourself in this situation. A corporation should be a place where you can get all the necessary help. A place where people you most likely will play with. There are corporations out there that will tell you to support them with ships and ISK and asking you to lend ships to corporations or whatever. After you've done this, they simply just take the ship and kick you. I'd say that unless you're in a well-established corporation that has big goals that everyone works towards, your stuff should not be needed. Some corporation raises tax to 100% without notifying or giving a good reason for it. The reason for these scams to be legal is basically because the game wants to be as free as possible. So no matter how much you ticket the supporter of the game, you will never get your items back from a scam. But be sure that more and more scams will appear in EVE Echoes, and make sure that you're one of them who can avoid it. And I see you again.